me now, I ain't no holy individual, but I am righteous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna steal from you, I'm not gonna cheat you. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. That's it.
Hey, yo.
My dudes, yo. I was like, I got the dopest production duo in my hands right now, and this shit happens.
Nah, you good, man.
This shit happens. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like kicking myself.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Hold on, let me get you back and get y'all like. Hold on, let me get it. I'm not letting this shit slide. No.
Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you. I hear you good. I'm trying to get it with we get with side to side or whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Bird up, man. The Standouts is in the building. Ooh,
yes, sir.
I could not let this slide. Like, no.
No, we was gonna get it together, man.
Yeah, we was gonna get it together, man. We was gonna get it together. Word up. Hold on. All right, let me get it together. Gallery. Here we go. Gallery view. There we go. You know what? And y'all are the first duo on the show.
Okay.
You know okay. And I'm sitting here like, how am I going to interview these dudes? How do I ask these questions? You know what I mean?
It's gonna be fun, man.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, let me breathe for a minute. I had to breathe because I'm like, yo, I'm not letting the dopest production duo slip by me right now. I couldn't do it. I was like, yo, I gotta get these dudes on. One of y'all, who's A.McCray? One of y'all is we going back. We've been back and forth for a minute.
Yeah. I've been interested in your just the concept of what you did, man. So anytime people like really be into the craft and they ask questions based on I fucks with that heavy, man.
Right. Oh man, I don't know your name.
I'm C. Hall.
Say it again.
C. Hall.
C. Hall.
Yeah, HALL.
Okay. Right. Because I know I be me and him go back and forth for a minute. And it's like, stop bullshitting. When we gonna?
Yeah.
When we gonna do this?
Yeah, for sure.
When we gonna do this? You know what I mean, I've been making a lot of fire, man. A lot of fire a lot of fire.
Appreciate it. Man.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to begin this. Because like I said, y'all are the first production duo, you know, that I've had on this show or whatever. And like, well, I'm gonna start with like how did the production thing start for you guys?
So with me, I'm older. This is my first cousin. We cousins.
Okay.
Our parents are brother and sister. You know,
right.
my mom's the oldest, his dad's the youngest. So that's where they come from. So when I was in high school, I was in middle school, I played trumpet, I played clarinet. I was always into music. I was always into rap and stuff, you know what I'm saying, watching videos. But a high school friend of mine introduced me to the demo version of Fruity Loops back in like 2001 or 2002.
Right.
And this was at the time we was all over, we was all hanging out at his crib, and you know what I'm saying, he was the only child. He had video games, basketball. No, it was a lot to do, and everybody was doing different things, and we was messing with the beats. But I think I stayed up to like 5 a.m. fooling with this shit. So I've been into it for a while, and then, you know, I'm the oldest cousin too, and so just everybody hanging out with me. And
you smoking some good shit, huh?
Yeah, I'm about to put this shit out. Yeah, I'm about to put it out.
You cool for this shit? Yeah, I feel you.
Fucking up over here.
But yeah, that's how that started. Just and then I used to spend all my, you know, I had a job. I used to spend all my money on CDs and hats. All I used to do, and I used to get the CDs, read the books. You know, I still got my XXL magazines, my scratch magazines. Like anytime I'm into something, I get all the way into it, Paul. So like, you know, when I collected basketball cards and football cards, I had Beckett, you know, the magazine to look up the prices. So when I started doing beats and music, I just got really into it, and it just stuck with me.
Right.
Shit, for me, we just grew up with music around the family. Like our granny and shit made us be in the choir.
Mm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we got that with the separation of the cutting the beat and letting certain shit play out by itself, like just, you know what I'm saying, getting all these different types of musical influences. And then, you know what I'm saying, on my mom's side, my grandmother, she played records and shit all day. So she got probably about like over maybe 200-300 records, just all 60s, 70s R&B soul, you know what I mean? So just having that music, growing up with it my whole life. I got involved in band in middle school as well, you know what I'm saying, fucking with the snare, so the percussion side of things, and then learning the musical notes, and then just him being so into it and us being so close, like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, he was the oldest, but, you know what I'm saying, us cousins was real close. So in the summertime, we at our granny house, he pull up from work, he the only one with a car, you know what I'm saying, so when you ride with him, you gotta listen to what he listening to. So this how we get into Dipset back in 2000.
Man, early 2000s, Dipset, early G Unit,
early
Squad Up, Lil Wayne, and then when Ninth Wonder hit, that's all we was listening to for a minute.
Right.
So
why the boom bap? I mean, y'all are like in Texas, right? Y'all in like Dallas,
Texas, but even
boom bap.
So, like, you know, in middle school and stuff, you know, so I think like that's when Swiss beats started coming into prominence, and those beats was cool. But I'll tell you what happened, man. I used to watch videos like everybody else, and I watched 106 & Park, top 10 countdown.
Right.
Knock Yourself Out was probably like number 7 or 6, Jadakiss.
Right.
If you watch Knock Yourself Out, oh, you modeling my Knock Yourself Out. And then the fucking beat changes to We Gonna Make It. That moment changed my life, because I didn't know nothing about a sample. I was like, where he get these instruments from? Like, what is this?
Right.
Like, I didn't know who made the beat. I just like, I know that's what I want to do. That effect that was on me, that's what I want to create. That's what I want to do. I had to be like 15 when that happened. And then the same thing happened the next, like in the morning, at this time, I'm riding the bus to school because I'm only a sophomore. I don't have a license or nothing yet, no car or whatever.
Right.
In the morning, I used to watch videos. Prodigy, Keep It Thorough comes on. Again, I don't know what the sample is, but I'm like, this is what I want to do with my life. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I'm 15. There's no such thing as Facebook. There's no such thing as YouTube. And I don't even think MySpace is around yet. I had AOL chat rooms, but by luck, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the chat rooms. I'm just exploring the internet. There's somebody in there. Shout out to Nam. I don't know where he is now, but you know, in chat rooms, it was kind of like social media before social media. So the cool people would have something where they showing the music that they play. And this dude named Nam was playing something, like it was saying Nam, and then the name of the song, and then it said produced by Nam. And I was like, hey, you make beats? And this dude sent me Cool Edit Pro. He sent me drums that I still use to this day. You know what I'm saying? And really helped me out. And so ever since then, it's like, when he sent me the beats, I think he had sampled some like Love Unlimited Orchestra or something. I was like, hey, where you get your instruments from? Because I'm in Fruity Loops, and these instruments sound like circus music. He was like, no, these are samples. And once I could start going back to them CDs, looking at the books, and then, you know what I'm saying, like I'm good at computers. Like I have a bachelor's degree, and it's a double major, but one of the majors is computer information systems. So I always been the dude that I was pirating music, torrents. I was always able to find music and stuff. So once I started like that, getting into samples and reading the book and then looking up whatever, and I started looking that stuff up, and then I started being like, oh, this is how they do it. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? And so we've been sampling and into that because that's just what drew me. Like, I'm not even knowing what a sample is, but Keep It Thorough and We Gonna Make It is what got me wanting to make beats. And both of those are produced by The Alchemist, and The Alchemist is still my favorite producer to this day. So
The Alchemist is sick.
Right.
So is it ever now let me ask you a question, like, because this is, like I said, this is a hard interview to do.
Yeah.
Is it ever a battle between you two? Who makes the best beats? If I want to put a standout beat, who am I getting the beat from? Is it from?
It's both of us.
Say it again.
It's from both of us. It's from both of us. So basically, I mean, we both cook, you know what I'm saying, for the majority individually. But like, you know what I'm saying, he don't send nothing out to a rapper without it, you know what I'm saying, passing it through me first, and let me hear it, and vice versa. So any beats you getting from us, like we both done either made or, you know what I'm saying,
mixed,
stamped or produced, mixed or mastered.
It's kind of like the Neptunes, like Pharrell, he might come up with the melodies and stuff like that, but Chad might go in and change a snare or make it sound, you know what I'm saying? So we both, but it started off like I said, he younger than me. So I used to like maybe come up with a loop and say, hey, C-Dot, put the drums on this. He, you know what I'm saying? He 12. And I told him to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then we did it. I think we did it for 2 beats.
Right.
And then this is MySpace days. The rapper reached out and I met up with him. Shout out Legendary. We met up with him and I played him a whole bunch of beats. And some of the beats, like the beats I made by myself, he would let it rock and then he'd be like, okay, that one. But the ones that we did together, as soon as the drums hit, he picked them.
Right.
And so when he paid us, I came and gave Chris his percentage. And he 12.
Right.
So he sold this first beats at 12 years old. So from there, yeah. You see what I'm saying? And so I was like, oh, we on to something. So then it was that way for a while. I would chop up a sample, loop it, then tell them to do the drums, and then it went the other way. I was like, okay, now I want you to get, you know, say loop this sample up and sample this, and I'm gonna do the drums. So we both took turns and split responsibilities, and then we both got so good. Well, he got really good.
Yeah, I went off to college.
He went off to college and got
my
really
own
good.
laptop type shit. Finally went off on, you know what I'm saying, went off to school on my own.
Right.
And so the whole time I'm just
past that, my nigga, past that. Can I smoke some of that past that? You know what I mean? Word, man, I'm sorry, guys.
I know you good, but yeah. So shit, like, so yeah, I go off on the college, you know what I'm saying, get my own laptop finally and shit. I start making beats on my own because like I would be sending him so many ideas, like he wouldn't be able to get to them hoes. Like I'm sending like maybe 4 or 5 chopped up loops in like a week, maybe, you know what I'm saying, just back to back to back. But I ain't going to class, I ain't doing nothing but making beats and going to the gym pretty much. So shit, I'm working in there, you know what I'm saying, the shit he not being able to get to, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just do something with it myself. Right. Shit, before you know it, I'm sending him that, just trying to see what he think of it. I was like, damn, bro, this shit crazy. Right.
You trying to impress older.
Yeah, exactly. That's always been a thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I always been trying to, you know what I'm saying, keep up with where he at with the beats. Right. So that's why like you really can't tell who made the beat out of me and him. Cause like I'm just fruit off his tree paws, you know what I'm saying? That's done grew into its own thing, but it's all the same sauce, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't done until it got that certain feel. You know what I'm saying? We call it the standout feeling.
Because you two are like the dirty digs.
Yeah,
literally. You're like the dirty digs of the South. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to them.
I rock with Dirty Digs all day. Shout out to Dirty Digs. You know what I mean? So it's like it's never a time like, man, get off my shoulder. I got this, big bro. I got this. You know what I mean? It's never that.
Because like we both, and another thing is we both have good taste levels. So we don't need to be told who go hard. We don't need to be told who got it. We done kicked it so long, and we've been roommates and all types of stuff. So we done sit there, smoke, watch videos, and be like, oh, he got it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But we don't need to be told. Like, so a lot of times, you know, saying we putting each other onto music. So like I remember when Mossberg came out, I texted him and asked, hey, what you doing, bro? I'm gonna pull up on you. And we rode around to that as soon as it came out. I didn't have to wait to be told that Rock Marciano is the go to the, like I already knew when the album came out. I'm listening, I'm like, oh, this is different. So with that being said, when I make a beat and he's like, oh, that shit go hard, I know it go hard because he got good taste. He got a good taste level and vice versa. And with him getting so good, I want to go back to that because what happened was he started getting really good at a time when I had a newborn, I was an intern at my job and I was in grad school. So my production, I wasn't as sharp as I should be, you know, so I had a lot going on. And so he started getting really good. And I was like, hey man, we can do this together, you know what I'm saying? We stronger together because like when, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, if he going through something, I'm gonna keep it going and that's how it goes. So it's like all we have to do is just be kind of like our just cook up and the other person gonna pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, because you rock with my man Spoda.
Yeah, shout out Spoda.
Spoda, I'm from Long Island originally. I live in Charlotte now. You know what I mean? Okay. But Spoda, you rock with Spoda. How'd you link up with Spoda? Spoda's that dude. He got that ill shit out right now.
I'm gonna tell you. So the first person we linked up with was Bud Rock. Also,
Bud Rock, Long Island all day.
Right. That's another person where Jazz, Rock Marciano manager, posted him, and I was like, oh, this dude is cold as hell. But at the time, I don't even think he had 1,000 followers. But again, I'm like, yo, you nice. That's you know what I'm saying. And then that's when XV, that was our first little project in this realm, is whole EP with Bud Rock. So it's like the blessing off of that, like just to come in the game with an EP with a cold rapper. But Bud Rock was like, hey, my man Spoda, you know what I'm saying? He just got out, he hungry. Right. You know what I'm saying? Do this for me. Shoot him some beats, but you know, thing about Spoda is he got that energy. That nigga, that's a lie. That's Long Island. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just want to see him, like you just want to see him win and just want to, you know what I'm saying? So and then, shout out him. And the thing about it is he works so like that's one of the things, like I send Spoda something, he gonna rap on it, man. It's like he was the first producer to really trust us like that.
Right. Now, is there a competition between you two? Like, yo, I gotta outdo this dude.
Like you talking about with other producers?
No, just with beats, period. Just beats, period. It's like,
not competition.
I gotta outdo because
it depends.
I wouldn't call it competition.
I'm competitive with everything.
I'm competitive
too.
Yeah,
right.
It's like more so a fuel to the fire more than like an opposition type.
Yeah, it's kind of like if he go like what happened was, like I said, when I go back when he was in college, he sent the beat called "Better Tomorrow." I remember this beat. And I was like, this dude is about to be way better than me if I don't get my shit together. I still wasn't right. But then I made a beat called "I Love to Hustle" and sent it to him. He was like, oh, okay. And then it's kind of like steel sharpening steel. You see what I'm saying? That's all. So it's like, I'm trying to like, it's not like I'm trying to impress him. And he trying to impress me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then he might, and then, you know, we on the same team. So I might send him something that impress him, be like, hey, yo, send me them files. I mean, he might add some shit too. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's a competition, but it's like,
it's competitive. Yeah, y'all trying to outdo each other to see you. And that's good because you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's how niggas was raised too, you know what I'm saying? Just being in sports and shit, like that's how we know it's competition with everything we do. So it's naturally gonna happen in the music. But it's like niggas good sports too, you know what I mean? So it's like we want our competition or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to be just as good as us, because that's gonna push everybody to get better and you know what I'm saying? It's gonna elevate the level of music.
Right. So let me ask you a question, like, you know, because I know y'all young dudes, right? Are y'all digging in the crates, or are you actually digging?
Both.
Oh, so y'all know about digging in the crates, and y'all go these records, so y'all dig for vinyl.
Yeah, Stir the Pot 18. That was, we were just talking about that. Stir the Pot 18 is straight from vinyl.
Yeah,
it's straight from. I got it at in a $2 bin.
A lot of them Stir the Pots from the vinyl.
Yeah. So yeah. And then
what makes you do that? What makes you go to the crates instead of just because you do some like you're young dudes, but why y'all going to the crates?
The sound is better. The sound is better. Even if you get something from YouTube to MP3 and you get that same record at the record store, like the crackles, all that shit it's just more, it sounds more fuller. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we from Texas, so the way we gauge music is we ride around to it. So we have good speakers in our whip. So
why are you not screwing the music up? I mean, you fucking up the game right now. You're coming with this hot ass shit, boom bap shit, and you're not screwing it. Why not go the screw route?
I mean, we got whatever, bro. Like niggas super versatile, boom bap. Like we heavy into that right now, but like that's like just one of our bags. You know what I mean? Like we know that's good music.
Okay,
we love that, and we know that's real hip hop. So that's what we lean more to. But like niggas can give you whatever you want musically. Like, cause like I said, like it's two of us. I always say that whenever we talking about just versatility and just trying to be limitless, like it's two of us, so it's two different niggas, but we both got a sharp mind, so we can, it ain't no limit to what we can add and learn and put in a bag. And like I'm picking up new instruments to this day, trying to learn shit, you know what I mean? It's just trying to make the shit more sharp. So
so let's say like Spoda, you know, you want to send some beats. Is there ever a time where like you dudes is like, nah, Spoda ain't gonna rhyme to this? You be like, yo, Spoda gonna rhyme to this. You know what I mean? You know, you feel what I'm saying? Like
a lot of times, see, that's the thing. Another thing about it is, man, some of these artists, man, the chemistry is important. People underestimate that. Like with the artists that we work with, I know for me personally, a lot of times when I go to the record store and I put the record on the needle, I know from the sample. Like if I hear a certain thing, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna chop this up and send this to JUCO, Lord JUCO. You know what I'm saying? I already know about the sample. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, even with the cook-up shit, like
right.
You knowing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the chemistry, it's just knowing who, it's not even just, we got it down to a science. We know who voice is gonna sound right over what, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and again, you say it's boom bap. If you listen to Stir the Pot 17, that's not boom bap. That's not boom bap. You know what I'm saying? Like that's 808s, trap drums, all that type of stuff.
Right.
We just have our own style. That again with us, it's more about a feel. Like even if a beat is like two BPMs too quick, it won't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's like a certain feel that we, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed. So when it comes to drums, are you sampling your drums off vinyl? Where are y'all, you know, because I know everybody's an individual. Where are you getting your drums from?
So a lot of times I'm playing mine live, you know what I'm saying? We'll chop the drums and shit out of a record or whatever, or vinyl, or however we got them, we got like a shit ton of drums like that. We done got it multiple different ways. So we just go through, see what sound right on what. And lately, you know what I mean? Like you said with the boom bap sound, like shit, that shit, it's just it's such a flow with it, you know what I mean? And like we able to like just knock out so much of that because it's like you don't have to overdo it, you know what I mean? Like once you get it to that certain temperature, it's like, all right, this shit ready to cook, you know what I'm saying? This shit ready to eat. It's like I can send this out to Spo, I can send this out to, you know what I'm saying, whoever in the Walkers, like we send them some shit, they fucking with it. We know, I mean, we at this point, like you said, with the relationships, we know what they want. You know what I'm saying? What type of shit they'll go off of, you know what I'm saying? So we, you know what I'm saying, tend to cater to them, you know what I mean? They looking out for us, so we look out for them in return in that way, sending them the beat, sending them the heat, you know what I mean? And just feeding them what they want.
Now, do y'all go out digging together? Or is it like separate solo on like, look, yo, fam, I got this, you ain't got that? You know what I mean?
I think for me it's have we gone digging together yet? I don't think so.
No,
I really go out on our separate. Like he got his own little.
Because missions, like
we cover. It's like, you know, in the movie they'll be like, hey man, split that. Let's split up. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Here's the thing this is the thing that makes us kind of like individuals. It's like we not only do like we have a lot of artists that we both like and both agree with, but there's some music that he listened to that I don't listen to. It's some stuff that dropped that he'll fuck with. He know that's not for me because you know we got a 7-year age difference and all that too. And so like
7. So you said 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years. I just look young, man. I'm not that young.
No doubt. No doubt.
But so even with that, it's the same thing with sampling. Like I might go to the soundtrack part of the record store, or but he going to the other, like, you know, where they put all the music that's not American. He going to the world part and going. And he looking at Brazil, and he getting all the Brazilian stuff. And so he put me on, and that's how we do it. So like we both might start at the soul section and sample soul, but I'm going to movie scores and library music. He going to other he like his music to come from other countries. You know what I'm saying? So and then he come in and put me on and be like, hey, this is artist, man. They got some stuff out in Brazil, they got some stuff out in Japan, like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what we do. So and it's the same thing with drums. Like I had, you know, like I said, I started in high school and I've always been into computers. So I've been backing up my files and my drums and sample loops since 2003. We got like samples. And that's another reason why we knew this game would be for us, is because the first, like when I heard SummerSlam 88, West Side Gun.
Indeed.
I had that sample back in 06. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. But I always had those. We've always been good at sampling.
Right.
You know, we had to learn the drums and stuff because again, when I started, we didn't have YouTube to go and look up YouTube tutorials. So you know what I'm saying? Trial and error.
So like BPMs, your beats, y'all both have the same BPMs when it comes to making beats?
He like his a little faster pause.
I really don't have a set. Yeah, I don't ever really do a set BPM. I just like really go off of what the sample give me and like what I do.
And the feeling.
Yeah, the feeling. Like I say, the
Feeling.
feeling. This shit more off feeling. Like, you know what I mean. We understand the technical side of it, but it's more so about the feeling. So shit, once that hoe get to a certain feeling,
and again, yeah, and that's a good point because, like I said, if the BPM is just one off, it could be too fast for me, or it could be too slow. You know, even when I go back, even sometimes when I go back to beats that I made like a year or two ago,
right?
I'll be like, oh, this is too fast, and then I'll slow it down. I feel this, you know what I'm saying? You know, in Paid in Full, when Pip was coming in and Ace had the loud music, and he's like, hey, listen to this booty boo. And then every time I tell you that, then he put it on this music and he feels like, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he feels like this relief when he puts it on the R&B. That's the feeling I'm looking for when I'm making the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it right there.
You're gonna have to go with a clip next time so you can show people what you're talking about. Descriptive.
Yeah, because like I said, man, y'all two, you know, this is a very interesting like interview because different, you know what I mean, different angles or whatever, you know. Which I was saying, because like I said, I was sitting there like, damn, how am I interview these dudes? Like, because you're the first production duo on my show. You know, and things like that. So when it comes to digging, you know what I mean, do y'all have to break off and go other areas of the record store?
Well, no, we go, like I said, we go on our own, and then we bring it to the table. It's like, like, okay, for example, I might, you know what I'm saying, it might be see, this is the thing. I work at home. I've been working at home since 2011. So I got a little more latitude. So he might get off of work and pull up on me. And I got a stack of records right there. Right. I went to the record store because I got off. You know, I was working at home. I got off. I went to the barber shop, and then I stopped by the record store because Friday,
no doubt,
I just got paid. I'm finna see spend about $20 right quick on some records.
Right.
And he come through, and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what they and he do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, while I'm at work and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, we get to listen to music, so I'm using that time to find new artists from different countries and shit and dig into that shit. So I'm getting into different genres, different countries and different eras and different, you know what I'm saying, learning new artists and going through their albums and, you know what I'm saying, taking that back. So digital digging at the same time. So we just
So who's the real digger out of the crew? Who's the digger, the one that really digging?
I'm the one that's going to the record store because again, you know, my fiance got me a record player for my birthday.
Okay.
A few years ago.
You just had the baby, right? You the one that just had the baby, right?
I got a baby on the way.
On the way, right. Congrats.
Appreciate you, yeah. But I'm the one that she got me a record player, so she put the battery in my back, man. That's why you need a good woman in your life. She put the battery in my back. Ever since then, I started off getting a few records, and then our uncle, our grandma's brother, he had this room when we was kids, and we would all go over there for Christmas. He had this back room that the kids had to go to, and it had records and 8 tracks. So when I got my record player, I hit my uncle up, and I was like, "Hey, what you doing with those records? Can I?" And he let me get all of them. You know, I drive a truck, so I had it in the bed of a truck. It's a whole bunch. So he kind of got me started with the record collection. He gave me his collection, and then, you know what I'm saying, like Nezzy Star, the title track, that come from one of my uncle's records. Right. You know what I'm saying? This is an Al Green sample, but yeah, that's why it's so crackle, because it's been in there since, if I'm, you know what I'm saying, like I've been going over there on holidays since like the early 90s, and those same records have been in that same spot. So he just gave it to me.
Right. Yeah, so let me ask you this now, you know what I mean? Because it's like I said, this is a weird interview for me, because it's 2 people, you know what I mean? It's like I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna ask these dudes, the dopest production duo. Like I got y'all in the palm of my hand. I was already frantic, like, yo, Standouts. So I can't let this interview, you know, slip by.
Nerd out with you, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna nerd out with you. You ask away.
Yeah, right. You already know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you rocking out with me or whatever. So I'm trying to phrase this the right way without coming off like I'm trying to divide you two. You know what I mean? But like for example, like when you put a beat package together, is it more your beats, less of his?
Nope.
How does that work? You know what I mean? Like
I said, it's certain,
from a rapper. Hold on. From a rapper. I'm an MC.
Yeah.
I want some beats from you guys.
Yeah.
Is it half yours, half his?
It really depends on who really been cooking up the best, the latest, like lately. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So we'll get in touch with a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's two of us, so we both network, social media, wherever, in person, pull up at shows and shit. So we'll be you know what I'm saying, getting contact information. You know what I'm saying, exchanging prices and all that. And you know what I'm saying, it'd be time to send a pack through, and I'll be like, hey, I'm about to send some shit to such and such. You know what I'm saying? What you been cooking up lately? You know what I'm saying? He'll send me about 2 or 3. Shit, I'll listen. I'll be like, shit, all these hoes fire. So I put them in there, then put 2 or 3 of them in there as well and shit. Just let you know what I'm saying, let them pick through what they want.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, you know, oh well, damn, you know.
But yeah, it really don't matter. It's just like whoever is the best presented package for that rapper style. You know
it depends on the artist too, because it's some artists that like, it's some artists that are more, you know, there's like standard boom bap, and then there's people that like out the box, you know, like different type of production. Right. And the first thing I do is, because like I said, his influences are way different than mine. Like when it's like certain artists that got a distinct style, the first thing I'm going to is his beats. Cause he got a distinct style. Like
the Ella's finished. Y'all didn't pass me the Ella. It's done. It's done.
You got the wine over there, man. The juices and berries. I see you cup hold up.
Go ahead, Tim.
But no, I was just saying, it's like certain artists, I'll be like, man, and then again, we have we got a shared Dropbox, so I go through and listen to his beats all the time. And again, it's the same thing. I'll be like, yo, you know who would go good on this beat, such and such. Right. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. So like I said, and again, like, yes, we both make the beats, but if he done heard a beat of mine, he might put some, some, we call it seasoning. So the beat's not so repetitive. Right. He might take it and do a little something, or cut the drums out, or put a vocal sample, a vocal chop in there. So it's like I said, we both, or like I might hear one of his beats and be like, yo, I'm gonna bring the bass on that. I'm gonna bring the bass out on that. So we getting the beats from both of us. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So two minds is better than one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So let me ask you a question. Are y'all making money from beats?
Yeah, we are.
So you don't work a job. Y'all are making money from beats?
No, we got jobs.
Yeah, we got jobs. We do, you know what I'm saying? We got jobs.
Inshallah, we can be full-time producers and pay our bills from that. That's the aim. Is you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to be greedy or nothing, but we would like to do this for a living.
Full time,
We can do more. You know what I'm saying? If he's doing music for a living, we can travel. You know what I'm saying? We can go to the record store. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So yeah, that's the aim. But
right. So when people come to you like, I want a beat from the Standouts. Like, how do y'all work that out? Do y'all do the splits? Or you're more like, hey, basically what I'm saying is like this. A lot of times, you got these artists that come out, they want to rhyme, they want to do this, they want to do that. Now, are you the type that's like, hey, I'll save these beats, or let's do the splits. Let's do the split, whatever. How do you determine when to do that?
Man, honestly, we've been really, really fortunate. First of all, like we sell beats and stuff, but we got these relationships, and we really build from the ground up with the artists that we really fuck with. We are fortunate to fuck with, like I said, the Walkers. You know what I'm saying? When the Walkers working on something,
yes.
You know what I'm saying? When the Walkers are working on something, they hit us up, and so yeah, we doing distro clips. So it's not so much about money. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like because this is home team, but we've had different opportunities, like, White Walls. We didn't know it was going to end up in a vinyl deal, but Lord Juco was fair. You know what I'm saying? That worked out fine. We sold vinyl, we did the splits. You know what I'm saying? G.A.Z. You know what I'm saying? We made merch.
Shout out to him. Yes.
We made merch from it. You know what I'm saying? We made the Keep Stirring shirts. We never thought that we would have any merch based on our production. So it's just being real creative. We able to work with some real intelligent dudes that have different perspectives and different ideas and stuff, and ways to generate income. Like I always say, G.A.Z. like a master P of this shit. Like on the underground, he sells socks, phone cases, masks. So G.A.Z. smart. We learned a lot from him. So everything is like, money is one thing, but sometimes you have to think about the non-monetary value, you know what I'm saying? And so, but if an artist hits us up, yeah, we're gonna say, what's your budget at this point? Like I said, I got a kid on the way.
Right.
It's certain artists that,
how do you know when to just charge and when not to charge? When you just say like, yo, I like
that comes. It depend on the relationship built. So if like we fucking with you on the, say you reach out, you know what I'm saying, you trying to get a beat, we'll ask your budget, and you know what I'm saying, and we'll send you a few on that, you know what I'm saying, work a deal that way. If the music we get back from that shit is like fire, and it's like gonna be a, you know what I'm saying, equal benefit to us for us to want some, you know what I'm saying, all right, bro, we just fucking with you because you dope type shit, then we'll do that. But the music gotta be fire though. You know what I mean? So when it get to that point, but like I say, any relationship that we engage in, it eventually gets to that point. Because like shit, niggas don't be bullshitting when they, you know what I'm saying, they reach out, they know we not, you know what I'm saying, we're not playing around with the shit, like we really trying to do good music. So like setting that quality of music precedence that we have, you know what I'm saying, recently, when people reach out, they already know, you know what I'm saying, we, you know what I'm saying, come correct. And you know what I'm saying, let's do business. Let's do business first. We'll build a relationship and then we'll see how that go. And we'll work stuff out. Like we cool niggas, you know what I mean? We ain't trying to break nobody bank. But we do, like he said, we do want to do this shit for a living as well. So
and again, sometimes the chemistry is just so undeniable when the music just be so good that it's like, man, we rocking with each other. Like, and that goes back to us sitting around listening to artists and being like, oh no, he got something. Like we're gonna rock out with him and see where this goes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the chemistry is like, I'm gonna give you an example. Shout out Eddie Kane, man. He just put out this project with Big Ghost. But
shout out to Eddie Kane, peace to Eddie Kane.
But back in 2018, I just so happened to send him a beat, a pack. The next day, he texts me the song. He done put a video to it, and he about to put it on Instagram. That's the next day. Like, and the song was dope. The video, I'm like, oh no, we up, bro. Like we finna cook. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, Ty Ferris is the one that helped us set up our distro kid and set up our ASCAP. So it's like that's worth more than money. You know what I'm saying? You helping us out. You putting us on the same out on a no cosign, just cocaine 2. You know what I'm saying? You got Conway on the same album, like you giving us a good look. You know what I'm saying? Lord, giving us a whole album. It's not an EP. So it's just like, it just depends on where the music goes. You know, the music is always the priority. The art is always the priority.
It's always first and foremost. Right. Y'all rock with me, right? Y'all see what I'm doing. You see, you know, you've been rocking with me for a minute. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
You see, it's all about the beat maker.
Yeah.
You see me. I push for the beat maker. I really, you know, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm dissatisfied with how we're treated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I'm dissatisfied how we're treated, man. People take off beats, make albums, do whatever they want with it, go out there, do this and that, and we get the shitty end of the stick.
And that does happen often. That's why I say we've been fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so
we've been fortunate. People ain't did us like that. And you know, and that's why the tag, the laugh, that's been in our beat since 20. That was like one of the first things we did. Before we were even good at the beats, we had a tag and a name. So you know what I'm saying? You can't play with us. You gonna hear that laugh, you gonna know. You ain't gotta ask.
Right. So it's always about the beat maker first. This is my platform. We put you all in the forefront. You know what I mean? That's why, you know, strictly for my diggers. Those who are getting up there, chopping up beats, you know, taking the time to find these samples and whatnot, because it's not easy.
No,
it's not easy. It's not easy. We go into, man, come on, you know, we go through all these different records and all these different, you know, it's just it's a lot of hard work. You know,
and one time I accidentally bought a record that was an acapella record, and it was like doo-wop. I was like, God, I can't. I'm gonna tell you what it does though. That pushes another level of creativity, because when you spending your money on the records, you're gonna cook something. I'm not gonna go spend money. I'm gonna make a beat off of something, and then you know what I'm saying.
Something. So this platform is for us. You know what I mean? It's for us.
Sure.
You know, I'm pushing for the beat maker. I want to see you guys win. You know, I want to see you guys win. You know what I mean? And like I said, I was so angry. I was like, yo, I got the dopest production dude in the palm of my motherfucking hands. No, there's no way in the world I'm gonna let this shit slip by over fucking glitch.
Nah, we
or,
good.
you know what I mean? Or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm so happy to have you guys with me. I've been rocking with y'all for a good minute.
Yeah.
Why you been bullshitting with me for so long? A. McCray. Why you been bullshitting with me for so long? You should have been on the show a long time ago.
You know what? Life gets in the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I worked multiple jobs.
Been chopped it up a long time ago.
I was like, because I think the wavy one, Wavy to God.
Right. I'm a beat maker. So you know what the questions I ask.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, you need to holler at us.
Only a beat maker can ask these questions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a beat maker. So I'm not no regular, just, you know what I mean? I the questions I ask, only a beat maker can ask you these questions.
For sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know I'm into the craft. I know what's going on. You know, I know the science.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm glad that me and you finally got the chance to chop it up or whatever. So you probably handle most of the business part, right?
Nah, we both we do it pretty much together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. But you seem like you smoke that good shit. You seem like you smoke the good shit better than he do. You say you smoke that you smoke that good shit. You smoke that good shit better than he do. He was chilling all the time. So you smoke that good shit.
We both locked in on what's going on.
Yeah, we got a high taste level, man.
I got a high taste level, right?
And I'm gonna tell you something else. Like, we really locked in. Like, we've been through, like, first of all, we cousins, so you know that's outside of that. Like, we really locked in, like, to the point where I done been broke and he done had to loan me some bread. I done had to, you know what I'm saying, I had to get him out of jail, you know what I'm saying? He done had to help. So with that being said, it's like, don't nothing go through just me.
Right.
Like, even if me and you talk,
right.
I done feel Chris C. in already, you know what I'm saying? If he have a conversation, he don't fill me in, and we go, and I'm gonna make sure, like, even when we was putting this together, I had to see what his availability was. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are locked in, so it's like you dealing with both of us. You might be DMing him, or you might be DMing me, but you dealing with both of us. And that
right. So let me ask you a question.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Really?
What's next for you guys? What's going on? Any instrumental albums? What's going on?
Well, we working on
not an instrumental album, but
compilation.
We're putting together a compilation.
We want to,
That we don't know, we ain't got a date on it yet, but outside of that, the usual suspects, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that's dropping soon that we
there's a lot of shit that just came out that, you know, that one thing about this music thing, the beautiful thing about it is sometimes, like, you know, saying you might get a song, you might send a beat out and get the song back the next day, but you don't know where it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But you know it exists, and you know it's fire, and you know when it come out, that shit gonna shake shit up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, even, you know what I'm saying, it's like, dang, if you would have asked us a couple months ago, we would have told you all the stuff we had coming out, but you better off asking us what has recently come out. We got 2 joints on Lord Juco album, Raised Right, Gorgeous George, Look Books and Gorgeous George.
Okay.
Shout out Juco. We just wrapped up season 2, Jamal Gasol, the Cook Up.
Okay.
So at that point, we trying to get people to go back, because it's like a lot of people fucking with 18, but I'm thinking, like, if somebody comes across Stir Pot, let's say they come across Stir Pot 16, they're gonna be like, okay, this is part 16. This is fire. What part? Let's start from the beginning. What is this? So we giving people a chance to catch up, because that's something we've just been dropping just to coincide with, like, TV shows. It's like I said, Jamal Gasol is a different type of brain, different type of genius to me.
Right. So will we ever get a Spoda album, like, produced by the Standouts, is fully produced?
Hey,
we got audio trafficking out already.
Yeah, we got an EP out, audio traffic.
Ooh, I missed that.
Yeah, that's us.
I missed that.
If you ain't heard of it, yeah, that came out in what, 2020? Yo, we put out
2019.
2020, because that's the thing. When COVID hit and everything was locked down, we was putting out a lot of music. We was putting out music that was scheduled to come out, but it's like people was locked down, losing their jobs. They weren't really worried about the music, but now they can go check it out because we have a whole project. We have a whole EP with Eddie Kane and a whole EP with Spoda that came out around the same time.
From Brooklyn, no doubt.
Yeah. So yeah, but anyway, after we wrap later on today, we working on audio trafficking too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a whole album, and it's we yeah. You gonna fuck with
right.
So I'm telling you that now.
My last question for you guys before we get off, because we can talk beat science all day. You already know. Yeah, I can get in your. I'm nosy.
Let's do it, man.
I'm nosy.
Got time?
I'm nosy. You know what I mean? But what advice would you give to upcoming producers that want to get in your shoes, that want to get like where you're at?
I would say, like, the shit that you listening to that you like, and like the lane you trying to be a part of, like you got to make sure your shit is either on that level or better. And you want to try to make that shit better, you know what I mean? Because you always want to try to stand out, like, you know what I'm saying, hence the name. So like, get your craft perfected before you, you know what I'm saying, step out into that lane. Make sure you know what you're doing, get your business in order, you know what I'm saying, and just cook up, have your shit ready, have beats ready for when, you know what I'm saying, it's time preparation for your name to start ringing and people start reaching back out to you. You can already be ready and loaded, have your prices ready, you know what I'm saying?
Tell you now, I ain't no holy individual, but I am righteous. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna steal from you, I'm not gonna cheat you. I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you like it